Hello, everyone. Welcome to let's see how many of you are here. Welcome to Learn English with Dr. DK. So as you know, today is our 6th day on our lessons, what we learn from Monday to Friday, right? So I hope many of you are going to be in the class and will be participating. So today I will be sharing the slides, and then, as I always do, the same thing. If I want you to join the class, then I will paste the link so you can click on the link and join the class. So let's talk about today's lesson. So this one is lesson 6. Today it's June 21st, and the time, Indian Standard Time, IST, it's 7:30. So the skill you are going to learn today, the grammar skill, is commands. So this one is actually a one type of sentences also. When we learn about like statement sentences, question sentences, in simple forms, I'm telling you, right? Or you can say that the questions, when you say, in India, you say interrogative sentences, but here in America, we say interrogative sentences. That means, and most of those are like the best way to remember actually interrogative is, think about the legal system, right? If in the court, they ask you a lot of questions if someone has a court case, or even the police, if the police, ask the questions to the criminals. That's a good way to remember the interrogatives. But this one is command. Now, the command is when you tell someone to do something, right? Command. So for this situation, the command, most of the time we get command from our elders, like from mom or dad, or in the office from our bosses, in school from our teachers, right? To do this, don't do this. So these are the command questions. So let's see some of the words for command and then the examples. So a command is used to tell others what to do or to give them advice. Okay? So sometimes the advice ones are polite ones, and we will be learning this. We use the base form of the verb. So the base form is the simplest form of the verb. Okay, so example, run, drink, sit. Okay. So the verb doesn't change in the singular or the plural. So for example, stop it, Mona, Harjeet and Nikki, be careful. So stop it, Mona, didn't change any singular or plural, right? You don't need to change it. Even here, the second example where you say Harjeet and Nikhil, be careful, right? So then there is like the negative command. They tells other what not to do, negatives. So these are, we don't say positive, but here when we are using the negative, the one thing you need to remember is that we use do not or don't, right? So these are the negative commands. They tell others what not to do. We use do not or don't for the negative imperative. For example, do not run, Or you can say, don't run, or don't sit, right? So we use the negative. Hello, Harun, good to see you. So now I have some vocabulary where you will be using the vocab words and you will be using the commands also. So now in this lesson, as you know, we will form affirmative and negative commands or imperatives, as well as practice making suggestions with the expression let's and then plus verb. So you will be forming or acting out affirmatives and negative commands. So you're gonna construct short sentences with the expression let's and then plus verb to make suggestions. So vocabulary you can use, or if you have more vocabulary which you know, you can use that too. So like for example, drink or eat, go, stop, jump, practice, run, walk, sit, stand, try, let's. These are the vocab words. If you want to note down, you can do that too, and you can practice with these vocabulary words. But you will be practicing command, giving command. Command can be with the strong emotions, and commands can be like an advice too. Okay, so so if there is anyone wants to make a sentence with command, or you can say, don't drink that water. That water might be what? Poisonous? Who knows? I don't know. Maybe there's a poison in the water. Maybe that water is bitter. Don't drink that water. Or don't eat junk food, right? So eat. So this one, when you say don't eat junk food or don't drink that water, you are giving advice to someone, right? So you are giving advice that don't do that. So, or the commands can be feed the dog. And if, or it's your day today, it's your turn to make the dinner, right? Or cook the dinner. So your tone, it all depends on in what kind of situation you are talking. So for example, at home, if your parents, if your mother, your girl, or your mother is telling you to make tea, she might gonna say, Rina, go and make tea. And you will say, oh yeah, I will do it. Just wait, mom, for 5 minutes. And then you are still there for 10 minutes. And the mom again might gonna say, Rina, did you hear me? Go make tea. Okay, mom, I am going. Okay. Then time passed, you still didn't get up. Rina, did you hear me? Go. Like, so you see the emotions, the command. It's like sometimes you are polite, your command is polite, right? But sometimes you might have strong emotions when someone is not listening to you and you are giving a lot of stress with so much emotions. Might be a little anger in it or a frustration in it. So these all are command sentences when you are telling someone to do something, right? Same thing in classroom also. So your teacher might be telling you to do something, and so you say, oh, I want you to go to page number 7, open your page number 7 and write down this question, or write down answer for number 1. So these are all commands when someone is telling you to do something. I hope you understand. So if there is anyone watching here would like to write any command sentence in the chat, you can do that. But the command sentences are just having strong emotions sometimes, or sometimes it's a simple advice when you are telling someone to do something, command. Okay. So just a reminder, if you like the lesson, please click on that like, thumbs up, give me thumbs up. And if you want to join the class at this time and you want to participate some of the command sentences with me, you can do that too. So let's see. And again, I'm telling you the same thing, which I repeat pretty much every day, that please do not be scared. Whenever I say join the class, you should jump in the class, because this will be a wonderful practice for you. Most of you are looking for, I need a partner, I want someone, I don't have anyone in my neighborhood or at home who I can practice with. But here, when I am giving you a chance, many of you are scared. I don't know why you are scared. You should not, because there's nothing to be scared of. That's what I always say. And if you will be scared to make mistakes, then, I mean, that's a barrier. In other words, that's a barrier. You are blocking yourself, and you are sitting in a fear zone, and nothing can grow in a fear zone. That's like a drought. ड्रॉट होता है ना, बंजर जमीन है वो, वहां पे कुछ नहीं पैदा होगा. आपको मैं हिंदी में भी बता रही हूँ, क्योंकि जो एक तो सबसे पहले देखो, अपना माइंड सेट चेंज करो. माइंड सेट अपना ग्रोथ माइंड सेट रखो, जो आपका, क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोग ये सोचते हैं कि वो जो स्टूडेंट है वो बहुत स्मार्ट है, वो जो टीचर है वो बहुत इंटेलिजेंट है, ये है वो है, और नहीं मैं तो ये नहीं कर सकता, मुझे कुछ नहीं आता. ये नहीं होता. सबका जो ब्रेन है वो प्रीटी मच सेम वे फंक्शन करता है. तो अगर आपका ग्रोथ माइंडसेट है तो यू कैन अकॉम्प्लिश एनीथिंग इन योर लाइफ. यस, यू कैन अकॉम्प्लिश एनीथिंग, बट you have to put an effort. ऐसे बातें करने से कुछ नहीं होगा, आपको प्रैक्टिस करनी होगी. Right? Hi Deepak. Yes, you always practice speaking. Yes, and that's what I say. Even Harun, and there are many students, they love to join, and they are not scared to make mistakes also. Not make corrections all the time when you are in my class. I do it sometimes, because see here, pointing out the errors always is not a good strategy, because you know what happened? A lot of time, that's why I always say, observe yourself. Pay very close attention when you are listening to someone else. And I will say 90% of the time, we can identify our own mistakes just by observing and just by listening very closely. Because when we listen to other people closely, we sometimes, like, that's, again, I'm saying, that's why I always say, pay attention, listen closely. That way you can do the self corrections also, because you might be saying that same information in a different way, and then that will help you to express by using so many different vocabulary words. If you were in my class on, I think, my Sunday's class yesterday, yes, where I was showing you how you can summarize the information of small paragraphs, and how you can write, like, in this paragraph, or I learned in this paragraph, or this paragraph is about, right? So there were so many 5, 6 different ways I showed you how you can start your sentence, right? So that's way you learn a lot of vocabulary and many different ways to express the same thought. So that this all helps you to enhance your skills, enhance your vocabulary, enhance your fluency. So if fear से बाहर निकलो बस. मैं बार बार आपको एक ही बात कहती हूँ कि please don't be scared. It's okay. This is not like you are not spilling the milk, right? वो आप दूध नहीं गिरा के नुकसान नहीं कर रहे कोई. उसमें क्या है, आप सीख रहे हो और उसमें गलती हो रही है तो you are correcting yourself too. That's important, right? Okay, so I will give you the vocabulary, or if you want you can use your own vocabulary. So for example, here we have I just want to make sure that I'm sharing the screen. Let's share the
Ma'am, please share your.
yes. Okay, let's see. So when you are practicing, you will be using the vocabulary, and the vocabulary you can use your own vocabulary or you can use the vocabulary I will give you on the next screen. So let's use to make a suggestion or a request that includes the speaker. Let's also take a base form of the verb. For example, let's drink, let's go. So these are the base form of the word, right? Drink, drank, drunk, but drink is the base form, right?
Ma'am, your voice is so loud. Sorry, it's low.
Okay. Okay, so you can mute now, please. Okay. Okay. So now, for example, you will be using the base form of the word. That's what you need to remember, right? So let's also take the base form of the word. Let's drink, let's go. So when you use let's, you use only the base form of the word, right? Drink. You cannot say let's drank or let's drunk or let's went or let's gone. You understand? You're just gonna use the base form, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Drink. Okay. So now in command, so the verb, V means verb. I'm sure you all know the V means, right? V means verb. And we will be using the base form. For example, sit, stand, drink, go, come, eat, jump, crawl, right? Then the negative, do not, don't, and plus verb, right? So do not sit. So do not is command and sit is verb. Don't sit. Now this don't is what? Who can tell me? This is starts with letter C. Contraction, right? You remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't say. Then we are using let's. Let's and then plus verb. So verb will be the base form. Let's go. Let's read. Let's speak. Right? Let's not and then plus verb. Let's sit and let's not sit. Let's not read. Let's not, what else we can say? Let's not unmute. Okay, when we are here, let's not unmute. Or let's mute. The other way, if I want to say, let's mute yourself. Okay, like that. So that way you can use the let's, but with the base word. Okay, I'm gonna give you some vocabulary. Or actually let's see some of the pictures and we're gonna talk about it. You can come up with okay, this one. Let's make the sentences. Let's make the sentences. Okay, hello, Shubh.
Let's write something.
Let's write something. Yes, okay, good. Let's write something. Okay, without using let's, what kind of command you can say?
Write it down.
Yes, write it down. Take notes. Yes. Read this page for me. Go to page number 5. Read the second paragraph for me. Yes? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So, Shubham Sena, if you want to join the class, you can join the class. The link is there. I am inviting many students. You are welcome to come in the class. Okay. Yes, Harun, you want to make any sentence?
Ma'am, can I make the sentence with this picture?
Yes.
Ma'am, I think it is a school that
No, don't tell me that. I know that. No, you're gonna make the sentences. You can pretend. Pretend होता है अपनी imagine करो कि you are in this class. Imagine करो कि Harun is sitting in that class and Harun is one of them and Harun might be talking to other students in the class and telling something to them, commanding, or you are in the class and the teacher is telling you something. So you will be acting out like that.
May I form a sentence?
Yes.
Let's not disturb them as they all are studying for their exams.
Okay. Or you can say, let's not talk, right? Or you can say, don't talk. No, you don't need to use let's all the time, but let's is a one option, right? Or you can
Yes,
say,
ma'am.
don't talk, pay attention. Hey, stop talking, right? These are all the commands. When you are telling something, please stop talking. Don't talk, right? Don't
ma'am, can I
disturb.
say?
Don't disturb me. Stop disturbing me. Yes.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes.
Ma'am, the sentence is can I see your book? What is you reading?
Yeah. May I see? But that's a
May
request. Yes. Yeah. That is the request way. Yes. But that is also like a command. Yes. You're telling someone to do something for you. Yes. Okay. Sunita, you have a son or a child. You give your son command all day, Sunita. Don't do this, eat this, right? Change your clothes, take shower, take bath. Sunita, am I right?
Ma'am, I am not married.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Then there was another Sunita I'm mixing up. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so Sunita, you have any brother or sister at home?
Yes, ma'am.
Older or younger?
Younger.
Younger. So you give him command all day?
No, ma'am.
No, he doesn't listen you. He doesn't listen you.
N- नहीं मैम नहीं लिसन तो करता सुनता तो है लेकिन वैसे कमांड नहीं करते
Okay. आपने कभी
मैम वो है
glass of water?
बाजार नहीं नहीं मैम बाजार का कोई काम होता है ना तब उसको बोलते हैं
Exactly. So that is also a command. Go and get the rice
Left.
from the store or sugar from the store or yes, vegetables. Yeah. So that's command. That is also command. Command means to tell someone to do something, or like it can be in a request way, or it can be advice, or it can be a order.
Okay.
Order भी हो सकता है वो, right? सख्त order
Yes, ma'am.
है ना? तो रिक्वेस्ट में भी हो सकता है और किसी को एडवाइस भी कर सकते हो. वो सारे ही कमांड हैं, सारी कमांड की ही फॉर्म्स हैं वो. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
My brother, ma'am, क्या make the shake daily.
Make what kind of shake? Mango shake?
Mango shake or banana shake.
Banana shake. Okay, a lot of sugar. Okay. Okay.
No, ma'am, no added sugar.
No sugar. Okay. So you tell him
Without sugar.
Okay, you tell him go and make go and make banana shake or go and make mango shake. That's what you tell him.
Yes.
Okay, so that's
Yes,
what.
ma'am.
Yes. But when, okay, here, Sunita, you were telling me that your brother make banana shake or mango shake. That is a statement sentence. That means you are telling us something. But here we are talking about command. When you are telling someone to do something, command. Okay. Now I'm going to give you another picture maybe. Okay. So even this one, for example, this is office, right? So in office also, people give command to each other all day, right? Do this. Can you finish this file? Can you add the data on this page? Can you know what I mean? When you work somewhere at the workplace, you get order commands all day from your colleagues, from your bosses. You do the things. So all those sentences are command sentences. Okay, so command means when you are telling someone to do something, when you are requesting, you are ordering, you are advising. So if you want to write down, you can write down command sentences are the sentences which we use when we tell someone to do something, when we advise someone to do something, or we order someone to do something. But in all these kind of commands, our emotions are involved in it, right? So sometimes we just say simple commands. Let's eat, let's go, let's, or you're going to say, come with me, I'm going to the store, I want you to come with me, right? So that is also command. But when sometimes you are angry for something, if someone is not listening you, your emotions are strong, right? So you have seen that a lot of time. If you are, your parents sometimes give you commands sometimes very strongly, right? It happens, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
वो जो डांटना होता है पेरेंट्स का, वो जब कहते हैं ये करो वो करो वो करो, तो वो उनके जो कमांड्स हैं, those all commands are in with strong emotions.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that all those kind of sentences are command sentences. Okay, so let me give you some of the vocabulary words, or you can use some of your words if you want to. We're going to practice just for 5 minutes and then we're going to talk about something else. So I have the words here. You can see drink, eat, go, stop, jump, practice, run, walk, sit, stand, try. You can use any word and make a sentence. You can use any word. So again, a reminder for my other students, if you are watching right now, if you like the lesson, please give me thumbs up and always try to write comments about the lesson. Okay. Yes. So anyone, can you give command to each other here? We have Sunita, we have Sandeep, we have Muhammad. Yes. Can you give a command? Use something from here and give a command. Sandeep, use any words, give a command to Muhammad.
I am walk daily.
Sunita, you are not giving command. You are telling what you do. I said command. किसी को बोलो कुछ करने के लिए. You can say, Muhammad, you should walk every day. You should exercise every day. That is command.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Let's join the class fearlessly.
Yes. Yes. Let's run the class fearlessly. Excellent. Okay. I want you to give command to each other. Use something like, for example, you are in the class or you are at home. You all are living in the same family. Just pretend you, Sunita, you can imagine they might be your two older brothers. Just put that way and give them command or like that, something like that. Just play with the language. The point is just to play with the language. How you play with the language, how you use the language. That's why we are here to practice speaking. Yes.
Ma'am, practice your writing skills.
Okay, can you tell that to Sandeep?
Sandeep, please practice your writing skills.
Yes. Okay, Sandeep, please practice.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Now, Sandeep, now you can give any feedback to Muhammad. Hey, Priyanka, you want to join the class? You can click on the link. Okay. Yes. Come on. So what did I tell Priyanka also? I said, hey, Priyanka, if you want to join the class, you can join in. So I'm kind of giving a command to Priyanka, but I gave what? In an advising way, right? Not in an anger, because it's her choice. You understand? Yes. Okay, go ahead. Sandeep. Now,
Sunita, eat food.
Yes.
Sunita, eat food. Okay, so say, Sunita, don't eat that. Yeah, not a lot of sugar in your memory. Okay, like that.
Visible, make visible yourself, Sunita Devi.
What?
Make visible yourself, Sunita Didi.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice sentence too. Yes, comment. Yeah, Sunita Didi, please be visible. Yeah, that's good. Sunita is in the dark. Yeah, Sunita is sitting in the dark. No, Sandeep is sitting in the dark. Okay, so you see how you can use walk. Like for example, if someone is sick or someone is gaining weight, and you say, you know what, you should go for a walk at least 30 minutes every day. That is
Yes,
also
ma'am.
advice,
And
command in an advising way, right? Nice way, right? So if
let's practice yoga today because it's an
Yeah,
international yoga day
International
today.
Yoga Day.
oh, it's International Yoga Day. Okay, yeah. So let's practice yoga today. Okay, yes. Let's practice your speaking skills today. Right? Let's practice to speak confidently. Yeah, Priyanka is saying, let's try to speak
Ma'am,
confidently. Yes.
ma'am, today is the longest day of the earth.
Oh, longest day. Wow. Okay. See, you guys are bringing a lot of information. Excellent. So let's share the information, right? Yeah.
And it's the most hottest day in
Ma'am,
ma'am.
today
No,
is summer solstice.
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Priyanka is saying, ma'am, not now. I have to cook food. That's why I will not join Zoom class. Okay, Priyanka, cook your food. Cook it deliciously. Okay, cook your delicious food. Okay. So, that's nice. Okay, guys. So you see how we are using the command. I hope now most of you know the command sentences. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we're gonna move on to the next lesson. And today I want to talk about a fable. Is there anyone know what is fable means? Fable. What is
It's like a tell
it's like what?
story.
Yeah, what kind of story is fable?
मैम जो रिलेटेड होती है पुराने टाइम से.
But उसमें करेक्टर कौन होते हैं? What is fable, guys? I'm asking if you are watching my lesson. What is fable? Or you can start your sentence with fable is, write down what is fable. Fable is, and complete the sentence. And just guess. It's okay to guess. It's okay to guess. Yes, Sandeep said it's story. Yes, you're right. But what kind of story is fable? Arun, Sunita,
I'm forgetting.
you're forgetting. Okay, you forgot.
Yes, ma'am.
That's okay. That's we'll be learning about fable. And then you're gonna say, oh, okay, I know these stories. Okay, so let's see. Let's talk about fables. So a fable is a fictional narrative meant to teach a moral lesson. The characters in a fables are usually what?
Animals. Yeah, I know,
Animals.
ma'am.
And whose words and actions reflect human behavior.
Behavior.
Right. So they like animals, they talk in fables, right? Yes, they talk. And some of the best known fables are Aesop fables. And I know when I was a little girl, we used to listen all these fables from our parents, grandparents, right? Fables. So I don't know if in this, like in today's world, if parents share any fables with you or you learn the fables, especially like, for example, Fox and Crow, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
before I start showing you any other fable, is there anyone in this class wants to tell me one fable? Let's talk about fable. Anyone remember any fable?
Ma'am, a greedy dog.
Okay. Yes. Tell us, Didi Dog
Ma'am,
fable.
I think you already knew this.
I know this, you said.
Yes, ma'am.
That's fine.
I think you know that. So once upon a time, there was a dog who found a bread piece in the street, and he put that in his mouth. And when he was passing through a beach, he saw his shed into the river water, and he felt like that this is the another dog I'm looking at the in the river has a bread piece, has a one another bread piece into his mouth, so I must take that too. So to take that, he opened his mouth and his bread also fall down into the river.
Oh, okay.
The moral is that never be greedy.
Never be greedy. So the bread piece, you're saying it's a piece of bread. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Piece of bread. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, Harun.
Ma'am, once upon a time there was a man who lived in a jungle, and it's look like a tribe people, and it's a time that the ancient period. It's a time that ancient period, and he was cutting a deer to for food to eat food, and he fall down in a मैम गड्ढे को क्या बोलते हैं
Oh, in a ditch.
in a ditch he
Ditch
ditch
or a hole. You can say hole also, right?
it fall on the hole, and some tribes people and came to him near to him and got and get out from the
They helped him.
they helped him,
to
and
come
he
out of the.
from out of the hole, and he went to the home and don't eat anything because he don't have anything to eat. And
Okay.
then again the next day he went to eat to take uh to take food in the jungle again, but ma'am, the lion came and eat the man.
Oh, so he used to, Priyanka used to, you were asking me one day this question. I was reading, I think today I was looking at something and I was like, oh, Priyanka asked me this question. Used to is when you are talking about something happened in the past, the action you are telling. So he used to go to the forest to find food, right? Oh, okay. Because he was poor, he didn't have food at home, so he was there in the forest in search of food, in search of food.
Ma'am, I want to tell one another story.
Can we ask one story from Sunita?
Yes, ma'am, sure.
Sunita?
मैम मुझे ना सेंटेंस नहीं बनाने आते।
हम बनाएंगे ना, मिलके बनाते हैं। चलो 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 आज सारे मिलके बनाएं। संदीप, मोहम्मद, we all will be helping Sunita. Sunita, let's start. कौन सी story पहले? First of all, tell us the name of the story, then we will help you.
परमात्मा जो करता है अच्छा करता है।
Oh my God, तेरी story तो शायद हमें पता नहीं कौन सी story है वो।
मैम मैंने ना उसमें पढ़ा था, चैप्टर था किसी बुक में, वो पढ़ा था।
कोई हमें कोई स्टोरी वो जैसे कोई थर्स्टी क्रो वाली जो सबको आती है वो है कोई याद?
Ma'am,
यस मैम।
ma'am, I know.
नहीं नहीं नहीं, वो हमें सुनीता को
यस मैम, यस मैम, यस मैम।
चलो सुनीता को हेल्प करेंगे। चलो सुनीता कौन सी शुरू करो, फिर थर्स्टी क्रो वाली कर दो। सो वंस अपॉन अ
नहीं
टाइम।
मैम, वो वाली ईमानदारी सबसे अच्छी नीति है। वन फार्मर होता है और उसके 4-5 बेटे होते हैं जो।
आई रिमेम्बर दैट स्टोरी टू। ओके, चलो वही बोलो।
You mean union is a strength?
हैं?
Union is a strength, ma'am.
Union is strength. Yes. So Sunita, let's start. Once upon a time.
Once upon a time, one farmer
Okay. Had
and
his 4 sons.
4 sons.
His 4 sons.
His 4 sons
Mhm. Used to live
in the
कहीं भी बोल दो, सिटी बोल दो, विलेज बोल दो, it's okay.
village, small village.
In the small village. So what happened? One day,
He is a poor farmer.
so he was
a poor farmer.
story. Okay, Sunita, listen to me. Don't get confused. Calm down and think about it. Everything what we will be talking about happened
Too
in
fast.
Right. So he was very poor. So what happened?
Okay, ma'am.
Mhm.
He was very poor, but his sons is not.
His sons were not.
Were not.
Uh-huh.
Were not.
Mhm.
Do not everything means मैम वो कुछ भी काम नहीं करते थे।
Ma'am, his son does not do anything.
If you are saying sons, then did not, because we are talking
Yes,
about.
ma'am.
Yeah, they
Did
didn't
not.
do anything.
Did not, do not, did not.
Did not.
Did
Yes.
not do
Did
anything.
not
Okay. Yes.
do anything.
Uh-huh.
Ma'am, his father always says to go to the farm and to grow a crops.
Okay. To work. Okay. To work on the farms. Okay. Father always was what? Commanding them, telling them to do something. Commanding.
Yes, ma'am.
Then you
Yes,
say
ma'am.
now. Okay. So the father was commanding his 4 sons to go to the field or go to the farm and work in the farm. Do not sit at home all day and do nothing.
All day.
Okay. Okay. Yes. After that, come on, Sandeep.
Ma'am, his son always watch TV and mobiles and laptop.
Oh, that time. Wow. Okay. So that father was okay.
And his father,
Muhammad, let Sunita try, please. It's a Sunita story. We are just helping her. So Sunita, so the father were telling his sons to go and work in the farm. What happened?
Yes.
Okay, Sunita.
But his sons are not मैम कहना नहीं मानते थे उसको क्या बोलेंगे?
But they didn't listen him.
They
Or did not listen. Yes. But his sons, I'm going to write down for you. Okay. Let me write down. But his sons did not what?
Listen.
And
Listen in, ma'am, listen instructions.
listen his
His,
instruction.
his instruction.
Okay, listen his instructions. Okay. Okay, then what happened, Sunita? After that, what happened, Sunita? Come on, Sunita, don't be scared. Come on, come on. We are trying. We are helping you. So what happened? Father got sick or something?
Yes ma'am, उसका father बीमार हो जाता है.
Okay, so one day, his
One
father,
day his father is
okay, listen. One
his
day, the farmer got sick. Say it. Sunita, say it. One day, the farmer got sick.
one day farmer
Got sick.
got sick.
So what happened?
And before dying, his father, he says
He was okay. Now listen to me. His condition worsened.
Were very critical.
Okay, very critical.
to the son, in my farm it is hidden a gold.
Okay,
Hidden a gold.
Harun, let Sunita finish her story, please. Okay, Sunita, what happened after that? Father got sick. He was very ill. He was serious. So what he did? He called his son.
Yes ma'am, उसने बुलाया था और उसके फिर बच्चों को उसने समझाया, फिर उसके बच्चे समझ जाते हैं और फिर काम करने लग जाते हैं.
Okay, so one day, so father called his 4 sons, because I have 4 sons, right?
Yes ma'am.
4 sons, and he what? He told them what?
He told them do something.
Okay, and then they listened to him. They listened to him and they started working. They started doing work.
Yes ma'am.
Okay, wow.
They
So
starting do different, means चारों अलग अलग काम पे लग जाते हैं.
Oh, okay. So they started working somewhere else, or they all were working in the field on their farm? Okay, so let's see. So good job, Sunita. That's okay. Be confident. It's okay. We are practicing. We are learning. Sandeep,
Yes
do you
ma'am.
want to complete Sunita's story? Because I think this story was a little different. That they all were, were not behaving like they were not. I will say their connection with each other was not good.
They
Why?
always quarrel with each other.
Right. Union is strength, and then he called his son
Yes.
and tell them to bring a bunch of like branches or something, sticks.
No, ma'am. I think he gave them a bundle of wood
Okay.
and said them to break that.
Break.
So
No. Okay.
So-
Here, the way I heard it, yes, he told them to bring a bundle of sticks, and they brought it, and he gave one stick to each one of them, and he said, "Now I want you to break it." So they easily, broke that.
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, this one story in 3 kind of.
Oh, yeah, I know, because the stories change with everyone has their own version, right, of the story. Like, for example, if I'm telling, I might gonna tell it differently. If someone else is telling, they might gonna add something different. So it just keeps changing, right? Yes.
Ma'am, during my schooling, I also learned it differently in three classes.
Okay. Yes. So that's
Yes,
what the
ma'am.
schools are. So here, now the way we teach stories, the fables and the folk tales, all kind of informations, we tell the story from different perspectives. The stories can be from a father's point of view, or that you can tell the story from a older brother's son's point of view, or from the younger son's point of view. So the things change. So we're going to learn that. I will teach you that strategy, how you can make your own stories. Okay. So if you're going to
Yes.
stick with this channel, you will be learning a lot. So at this time, if anyone has any question, um, you can ask me. So that's it. I think we need to end the session today. But Sunita, you are doing a good job. And my advice to you is to go back and watch this video whenever you have time, and you can write down what we were talking about, and then try to practice it. And one thing you will need to focus, it's not only for Sunita, for everyone, if you are watching me, that folk tales and fables, all these kind of stories are in the past tense, because these stories were, we talk about in the history, right? We talk about something happened in the past. These are not like a historical true
Oh.
story, but these were the folk tales are the stories which were uh, going, like it was kind of like a spreading through verbally, right? If I have, my parent was telling
Oh.
me and I was telling to my children will tell their children. So these are kind of like going from one generation to another generation to another generation, right? But now, because it's a technology word, and now we have printing presses, and used to have, like it started in 14 or 1500s, but people started writing it, right? But before that, everything was pretty much verbally, right? So these stories
Yeah.
are made up stories, and no one even knows about the history of these stories. People just assume that, yeah, these stories are from this country, or started in origin is from this part of the world or this part of the world. But in reality, no one actually knows about these stories. But these are stories from, I will say, spreaded mouth to mouth, right? Yes. Okay. So anyone has any question?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Then I will see you tomorrow. Okay.
Yes,
I will.
ma'am.
I'll be
मैम
on time, guys. Yes.
मैम मुझे ना पता सब कुछ होता है, लेकिन सेंटेंस बनाने में प्रॉब्लम आती है, तो क्या करना चाहिए मुझे?
ये तो वही जो अभी हम प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं वही तो करना चाहिए। एक दिन
ठीक
में
है
थोड़ा
मैम,
ना आ जाएगा।
वो
एक
तो
दिन,
मुझे पता है, वो तो मुझे पता है मैम।
नहीं नहीं, बड़े चैनल्स पे सिखाते हैं, एक दिन में आ जाएगा। कोई कहता है 20 मिनट में आ जाएगा, कोई
नहीं,
कहता है ये
नहीं
10
आता मैम।
स्टेप सीख लो, इससे सारा कुछ फ्लुएंट बन जाओगे आप। बड़ा कुछ है, मतलब वो कई चीजें देख के मुझे गुस्सा बहुत आता है वैसे कई बार कि ये हो क्या रहा है, बट दैट्स फाइन, बिकॉज इट्स देयर बिजनेस, यू नो, दे आर देयर टू मेक मनी। एंड मोर ओवर, जो थंबनेल्स हैं वैसे नहीं बनाएंगे तो लोग देखते नहीं है ना चैनल्स।
यस मैम।
पर मैं तो यही कहती हूँ, मैं तो सच के साथ हूँ, जो रियलिटी है आई विल शो द रियलिटी।
Yes,
किसी
ma'am.
को मेरा चैनल देखना है तो जरूर देखो, नहीं देखो तो आपकी मर्जी है, मुझे कोई वो नहीं है, क्योंकि इट्स नॉट माय ब्रेड एंड बटर। दिस इज समथिंग आई
No,
एम डूइंग बिकॉज दिस इज समथिंग आई वांट टू डू। मेरी एक इच्छा है कि मैं हेल्प करूं स्टूडेंट्स की, तो मैं कर रही हूँ, दैट्स इट।
ma'am. I'm just following only you.
वो उसमें तो संदीप, इट्स एवरीवनस चॉइस, राइट? इफ यू आर फॉलोइंग, you know what you are learning, right? It's you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So
Because I think that I learn much here than the other channels.
right. So I mean, everyone has their own experience.
Yes, ma'am.
You are
Because
sticking to this, and you are following, and you are learning. So whatever I am posting on my channel, you are updated with that. Because when I see the videos, previous videos, no one watched the videos. Like for even this video, we have 1 hour video, and when I'm gonna look at the time, the maximum watch time will be 4 minutes, 5 minutes. But students are so desperate to learn, but they don't have patience. They don't have patience at
yes,
all.
That's the point, ma'am, here.
क्योंकि देखो जो लर्निंग है वो आप किसी को सिखा नहीं सकते, ये एक ऐसी चीज है जो आपके अंदर से है और आपको सीखनी है. So no one can teach you, no one can force you to learn. So it's your, this is like a hunger. If you are hungry
Yes.
for something and you have a desire also, कहने से नहीं होता कि मैंने फ्लुएंट बनना है, मैंने फ्लुएंट बनना है, मैंने फ्लुएंट बनना है. अरे फ्लुएंट तो सबको बनना है, बट उसके लिए मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, एक दिन में कुछ नहीं होगा. So every day you improve. And Sunita,
Yes.
you will not realize when you're going to start speaking, but that's why I say always go back, watch full video, take notes. Notes taking is important, whatever you are learning. अब ये जैसे command sentences है, for example, ये कभी आपको भूलने नहीं चाहिए command sentences. और जब
Okay,
भी
ma'am.
आप अपने ब्रदर को कुछ कहते हो या किसी को कुछ बताते हो, कोई सलाह देते हो, तो that is a command. You are advising someone is also a command, but that's in a polite way, right? So
Okay.
these are the things, if you pay attention closely, attention towards your learning, then you can improve a lot. So memorize मत करो, रट्टे मत लगाओ, समझ के पढ़ो. That's my point.
ठीक
Okay,
ठीक
guys.
है.
Have a wonderful
Thank you, ma'am.